Good evening and welcome to the Link edition for this week. And as we keep our promise, we give you information that you can use and opportunities. And tonight we have both actually. And we are speaking about the African Cup of Nations, which Uganda is hosting with the other East African countries come 2027, which is next year. And so preparations are in high gear. And you may be thinking African Cup of Nations, that is football. But here on the Link, we talk business. So we're talking the business of football. Not the football of business, but the business of football. And this is AFCON, African Cup of Nations, and we are hosts together with Kenya and Tanzania. And we are asking ourselves tonight, AFCON opportunities, where might the money be? And my guest tonight is Mr. Rogers Byamgesha, Chairperson, Commercial and Marketing Subcommittee, and also a member of the local organizing committee. He's here to give us some insights in the areas that opportunities may lie, especially thinking about business. Mr. Byamgesha, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Setuba. But first, my name is Rogers Byamkama.
Byamkama, we'll correct that, yes.
Not Byamgesha,
yes.
But I am very happy and honored to be here.
All right.
And I think it's my first time to be on the Link.
Okay.
Thank you for looking for us out.
Yeah.
And to give us an opportunity to speak about football and opportunities of within football, and especially the AFCON.
Okay. Before we ask the main questions, take us through briefly, where are we as a country in terms of readiness and what's unfolding in that regard?
I think I can assure the country that we will be able to host Africa Cup of Nations together with Kenya and Tanzania, as you've stated, and works are on course. In Uganda, for instance, the facilities, Nambole is being redeveloped for purposes specifically to suit being able to host AFCON and to increase the capacity. Hoima State Stadium was completed and commissioned on 24th of December, although CAF found a few lingering issues that the contractor has been working on, and we have clear possibility that they will be resolved. And CAF people were actually there after the CAF workshop here at Mestil. They went down, saw the place, and they were happy with the progress. The AFCON LOC has also been engaging hoteliers, especially in the Hoima cluster, to ensure that we have enough standard hotels that are acceptable to CAF standards. And government has actually provided funds to that effect, to the tune of 102 billion Uganda shillings, to ensure that facilities within Hoima cluster, and with Hoima cluster includes Masindi, to ensure that the hotels are able to upgrade to 5-star or to the very least 4-star. And that exercise has been ongoing in terms of establishing what is it that is missing, what are the gaps to some of the selected hotels that if it was done, funded and done, would take us to 5-star or 4-star and acceptable to CAF. That process has been ongoing. As you are aware, we spoke a few days ago, and I told you I was away with a CAF consultant on hospitality and hotels. Security, as always, we alert infrastructure in terms of roads. The Hoima Road has been fast-tracked, it's being worked on. Health facilities are being improved, money has been provided. The Kabalega International Airport in Hoima, money has been provided for the terminal building as well as operationalization of the airport. So we are steadily counting to AFCON, and we think everything should be in play by December of this year.
I'm looking at, taking our second question, I'm looking at there's the Hoima cluster, as you call it, but the rest of the people are watching and thinking because they come to this show for opportunities. Outline for us the range of opportunities in terms of business that AFCON preparations and therefore AFCON itself brings to Uganda.
Actually, AFCON business is plenty. As you might be aware, the government is investing over 1.4 trillion in the AFCON preparations. And that includes Kampala cluster and Hoima cluster, plus the Lira cluster. Now, over 1.4 trillion is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And there are a lot of businesses that can uptake or have been uptaking from that particular government commitment and provision. Let me start from the infrastructure perspective. I know the bigger contracts, especially for Hoima and Lira, were given to foreign companies. But there was a lot of subcontracting with the local machinery, local service providers, materials and so on and so forth. So a lot of that money has been absorbed within our economy. And infrastructure continues. Like you would know, there are a couple of roads that are going to be improved in the Kampala cluster, especially within Kira municipality. Hoima cluster, there are a couple of roads that are going to be done there. And we think, or I personally think, that those contracts will be done by local contractors. We've been talking about the hotels and how we are trying to make sure that they improve and meet the standards. The intention is that teams should be domiciled during the competition in the respective host city hotels. There is a lot of opportunities that are also going to come up from transport. The guys that are providing transport, as and more visitors continue coming into the country, there will be need for transport services. There is need for tour guides and tourism packages. Our tourism industry should be ready to receive and partake out of these people. Our nightlife, sports-oriented people are kind of agile and fast in terms of lifestyle. They're happy people. So you can't talk about football, you don't talk about the other amenities that complement football. And our nightlife should be really ready to take from that. But also at private security. Some of these teams that are coming here have international stars, people that cannot walk on the street normal, or even to walk from the drop-off point to the hotel. People will be coming to want to take pictures, selfies with them, or sign autographs. So there is need for private security services. Some of these teams and even players or even their respective clubs where they play would be wanting to find respectable international standard private security companies that can provide a kind of security. But then most importantly also, because of Africa being a multilingual society, different languages, Francophone, Anglophone, Portuguese, Spanish, Arabic. So there also need for
translations,
for language translators, So there is just a lot. And we are working with the Uganda Tourism Board and the Ministry of Tourism to be able to scope out possible areas of interest that we can mainstream and ensure that people are prepared. For instance, within hotel service, there will be many jobs that are opening up within the hotel service. These people need to go through trainings. So hospitality and hotel training services will be required, obviously. And since every hotel will be wanting to be trained, so there may not be one trainer, there might be several. So again, schools
training
or institutes that are involved in tourism and hospitality and hotel trainings, this is another opportunity. But even we need to have our people, the general population, brought onto this. For instance, if a fan arrives at Entebbe Airport, who receives this fund? What kind of messaging does our people at the airport, especially the taxi drivers at the airport, what kind of messaging are they giving to these funds that are coming in terms of advice? Which hotel? Beyond football, what else can you see? Outside of Kampala, within the match-free days, where else can you go? So it's an opportunity to have an ecosystem, even in the bus park or taxi park. The touts should be also brought on board, because some of these people will be using public means. Our border leadership, you know, and it is important for us to do, you know, community policing. If and when our cities are safe for the funds that are coming to move freely, get whatever services they want freely, back to their hotels freely, that will mean people will be more willing to get out of their hotels to go and sample what is available and spend. So it is important that our people are brought on board to ensure we do community policing and ensure that security and safety of our visitors is not only guaranteed by the government agencies, but also by the communities that are going to benefit from you know, free movement of these funds and free expenditure and free indulgence, because all we want them is to indulge and immerse themselves into our culture, into our offering, into our whatever is available, whether it is in Hoima, Masindi, or Kampala, or Jinja, or Entebbe, or without incidents, because that will be giving confidence to even those that are averse to opening up, to open up and get out. And once they get out, then we are able to tap onto their pockets.
We are going for a short break, and we are still discussing AFCON opportunities. First time, as Roger said here, for us to discuss the business and sports. And we're discussing AFCON. It's a big opportunity. He has already told us over $1 trillion sunk in there to make sure we are up to speed in hosting this tournament, as Uganda with the Kenya and Tanzania. And there's business opportunities. That's what we do on The Link. We'll come back after the break. Don't go away. Welcome back from the break, and you are watching The Link. And here we do information that you can use and opportunities. And tonight we're discussing AFCON, African Cup of Nations, and Uganda is a host. And it's not just football, it's business opportunities, and that's what we're looking for here on The Link. And my guest tonight is Mr. Rogers Byamukama, Chairperson, Commercial and Marketing Subcommittee, and also a member of the local organizing committee. So these are the guys who are in charge of making things happen before and during the tournament and probably after. So Rogers, as we went for the break, you had outlined the opportunities as you know them. Now the person listening is saying, okay, I've heard Rogers say, how do I start to get in there? Because there's government, there's you guys. What do? I walk up to you? How do I start to prepare and therefore to participate as a business person?
First of all, the AFCON Local Organizing Committee is a bridge or a vehicle that was created between government of Uganda, Federation of Uganda Football Associations, and CAF. So the Local Organizing Committee is the bridge between these three stakeholders, CAF being the owner of the competition, FOFA being the affiliate of CAF in Uganda, and government being government, the funder, the guarantor, the alpha and omega, you know. So the AFCON Local Organizing Committee is the bridge, and our job is basically to coordinate on behalf of those three entities to ensure that we have a successful competition. Now, people that are interested in service provision, they have three routes they can take. One is to approach us at AFCON and say, look, I provide private security, for instance, for VIPs. I am here, this is my catalog. And we'll have them in our catalog. So that should these teams ask us to facilitate in finding, for instance, a private security company, we'll give them options of what we have. And of course, we'll run this because we also have a security and safety committee. So the security and safety committee will be responsible to vet and appraise.
Background checks and
do background checks. The other route is to go through their sector industry leadership and say, look, for instance, the other week, the Uganda Hoteliers Association wrote to our chairperson of local organizing committee, Madam Her Excellency Janet Kataha Museveni, and said, look, we are Uganda Hoteliers Association, we are doing all these things, we are not involved.
Yeah.
But we know our hoteliers, we know their capacity. We hope with training. Would also like to get involved, because as an association, we would like our hoteliers to showcase the best. So again, all these interested and relevant business opportunities can organize themselves through the umbrella organizations and reach out to us and tell us what they can do. And then as and when we reach that stage of execution, we know who to contact. We know who can help us to save this. And
Rogers, I'm reading positioning from what you're saying. Your business out there, you need to start positioning
absolutely,
now.
Absolutely. There are even other businesses we may not have thought about as AFCON. But if you're out there and you think there is an opportunity for you to tap in, or there is a service that you can provide, come to us. Reach out to us with your packaging. We'll look at it, and that's the job of the local organizing committee to harmonize all these things. And like I said, it is an opportunity for Ugandans, individuals and entities, to make money, and we are here to facilitate that process. And there will be also other services that are thought by CAF. They have their own procurement, but one of the things we agreed in the workshop is that liaise with us if you're doing any procurements. We understand this market better than you guys. Can give you recommendations that we think will give us a good service, and that will not embarrass us as a country. So in brief, the local organizing committee, secretariat, and the leadership, we are open to business. We are here to facilitate business. Anybody who has value addition that will help us to deliver the best AFCON experience, we are happy to listen.
There's a key thought, as Rogers, you're saying. This is formal. This is government, this is CAF, this is local organizing committee, this is FUFA. What kind of companies, and here I'm talking about formalization. How critical is for being formal, even before I approach? Is there a waiver on that one, or I have to be registered and proper?
First of all, if you're a briefcase company, will not deal with you.
Okay.
Government is spending a lot of money to make sure that this happens. So it is important that in one way or the other, government should be able to recoup some of the money, however small it is.
Even to taxation.
So any entity that is approaching us with a value addition to execution of this competition, you must be legally registered as a business trading in Uganda. So, because once you are legally registered and you meet all the legal requirements of being an ongoing business, in one way or the other, either you are paying VAT, you're paying some sort of taxes. But also, it is a good practice. You know, there is a level of professionalism you get when you are registered and compliant to the local regulations, as opposed to you wanting to operate from the street and briefcases. So we're talking about legit businesses. We're not talking about kwara businesses. We are talking about legit businesses.
A quick one to enjoy in there. There are people who do paraphernalia. What do I mean? They print T-shirts. They do stuff, like art and so on. And those are really micro people. They may not be registered, and yet that may be the trickle down in terms of AFCON. What would you advise such people to do? And I'm thinking here maybe clusters, but what do you are the organizing committee, what should such people do? They are small, quite small. Can they just give up? How do they tap into this?
First of all, before I speak about that, let me speak on the bigger perspective. As part of the precondition for CAF to give us the opportunity to host, there are certain guarantees that the three East African countries committed to. And one is was protection of commercial rights.
Okay.
Commercial rights is a very, very important aspect of CAF, but because that's where they are able to derive income that eventually sustains the Pan-African running of the game of football. So now when we talk about exclusiveness of exploiting commercial rights. Now, the things you're talking about, some of them are a preserve of CAF.
Okay.
For instance, you're not going to go out there and import, what did you call them?
T-shirts.
So you import T-shirts with CAF insignia. The CAF insignia is a protected commercial right. So that is what government guaranteed. If you go out there and you bring things, merchandise with CAF logos, you are infringing on the commitments that government gave to CAF.
That's a good clarification.
So that is number one. Number two, there is a new Sports Act that was enacted a couple of years ago.
Yes.
It actually criminalizes anybody who produces fake merchandising material without authorization. So the commercial rights exclusive use by CAF and exploitation guaranteed by government of Uganda, together with the new Sports Act that criminalizes production of sports merchandise without the approval of the owner of or the regulator of those. It makes it a very criminal business.
So, Roger, how do I know?
I am going to come to where you are.
We have about a minute and a half.
I'll wrap it up, don't worry. So, anybody out there who is intending to go to China, Thailand, or Malaysia and bring merchandise material for teams that will be here in Uganda that will have qualified for AFCON, for material that will bear the AFCON logos, stand warned, it will not be allowed.
Okay.
If you want, again, to do that, again, come to the local organizing committee. We will advise you and help you on how you can acquire these rights and you bring legit businesses here. Now, once you have those rights, then you will be required to have places that are known that can be monitored where you can sell your merchandise without being, inconvenienced. Secondly, the people that you're talking about, there is a new trade order. In town. So I wonder how small you are and where you're going to operate when there is a new trade order. So again, if you're in doubt, please come to us. And we'll be happy to help and clarify and guide you on how to legitimately operate your business.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Rogers Byamukama, Chairperson, Commercial and Marketing Subcommittee for AFCON and a member of the local organizing committee, for giving us those insights. I wish I had more time, because I was itching with a few more questions, but maybe in a few seconds, where do I find you guys physically if I'm looking for you, or online? We
are located in Lower Kololo.
Okay.
On opposite National Council of Sports.
Okay.
Adjacent to that restaurant. What is called?
Yeah, the Italian restaurant.
The Italian restaurant, that one. That's why very easy to find.
Okay.
And our socials, Pamoja, on X, Pamoja Uganda. We also have a website. You can look for it, Pamoja Uganda, a website. But we are happy to also receive mail. We are happy also to be called. I don't know whether you want me to give my...
It doesn't hurt, actually. People, that's why we do on the link.
We are happy also to be called on phone or send a text on WhatsApp or an email. My phone number is 0704 006065.
Okay.
Like I said, we're open for business and we look forward to seeing as many Ugandans that have something to add to the organization of the competition. Come and see us. We are open for business. Thank you so much again. And viewers, that's what we do on the link. We add value to you. We give you opportunities that you can use and information. We hope we added value to you tonight. That was the link. Thank you for joining us.